Okay, after Tetzaveh. Okay, parshas after Tetzaveh. After Tetzaveh, it's Bnei Yisrael v'yichoi lecho. Kodesh Baruch says to Moshe, you should command Bnei Yisrael v'yichoi lecho. They should take a lecho to you. Shem ezay zoch kosis lamor lalos ner tomid. Well, the obvious question is, we should say v'after Tetzaveh Bnei Yisrael v'yichu Shem ezay zoch. What's v'yichu elecho? If you'd say he was the one who lit the menorah, okay, he kindled the menorah, okay, Yikoi Lecho. Moshe Rabbeinu, it's Aaron's mitzvah. What's the Yikoi Lecho? Hashem Zayzoch. Kosis Lamor. Rashi at Tetzaveh, Zach, B'lishmorim, Boshnim, Menoches, Megagru, Rosh Hasayus. When they roll it, they press just the top of the olive. Kosis, Hazesmo Yakosish Machteshes. They would use a mortar and pestle. It wasn't ground. So there shouldn't be any sediment of the olive in the oil. After they extracted the first droplet from the olive, they put it into the mill. They grind it. The second oil that's extracted qualifies for the menochos, but it's possible menorah. Shenema kosis lamor has to be pressed. Lamor fi lumination kosis lemenochos. Lals netomid madlik achi lahalos. They should say lahadlik ner tomid. What's lahalos ner tomid? Elevated. Madlik shtei mashaleves odemi eleo. And he keeps the flame there till the flame goes up by itself. It's interesting, you know. I said last week's parshas is by the menorah. It says Teoses menorah. Right? Teoses. Rashi brings Chazal. Howard was to say Teose. That Moshe was miskash, had difficulty with the menorah. So he told him take the block of gold, put it in the fire, right, and it came out by itself.
Yes.
Okay. So I asked the question of Moshe is not able to do the menorah. What are we supposed to tell him to do? Put the block in. Hashem should. The whole thing's a miracle. So Hashem should have made it come about. Moshe Rabbeinu had to participate. What did Moshe Rabbeinu have to participate? Because Moshe's participation was, that's the whole concept of Yogato Motzasa. That a person, when it comes to Torah, all your input is only the Yigi, it's the applications, the toil. But the outcome, what's the outcome? That's Siyata Dishmaya. That's Yogato. So the gold, he had to put the gold in. How the gold comes out, that's up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right? That's Teose. Here, what does the menorah represent? It represents Torah Sheba'al Peh. So how do you, it's not you don't light it. You put the flame there, it's Olam Me'elov, Me'eleo. The flame comes up by itself. That's a consequence. If you light it properly, then the flame goes up. Then you zocher to the Siyata Dishmaya. Tomid, Kolayl V'lai Kori Tomid. The night itself continuously, it burns at night, that's called Tomid. What does Tomid normally mean? Tomid is continuous, 24 hours a day, continuously. Olas Tomid, there's the daily communal korbanos, it's only from day to day. That it says lechem aponim there was continuous. It was never, the shulchan was never vacant from lechem aponim. It was that's the term continuous. B'Shabbos l'Shabbosu. Ba'ol moed michutz laparochas. Now, where's the menorah located? Ol moed on the other side of the parochas, outside of the parochas. Asher leidus. Yarachosa. That's what should be arranged. Aaron uvodov, Aaron and his children. Me'erev ad boker l'fnei Hashem, from evening till morning. Before Hashem chukas olam d'orosam. It's a chukas olam for all generations. Meis bnei Yisrael Rashi me'erev ad boker. What does it mean me'erev ad boker? Tein lo midoso. Shtei dolekes me'erev ad boker. The amount of oil that was put into the menorah was sufficient. It should burn from evening till morning. V'shiru chachomim, and they made an evaluation. How much oil do you have to put in? Chatzi lo gluleli tkufas tevis haruchim. Winter nights are the longest, so you put a half a pint. And that's sufficient for the longest nights, but for the summer, the nights are short, so it'll burn it today. If it burns long, there's nothing wrong with burning longer. They have put in the maximum that's needed for the longest nights. What do you want to say?
So again, it's the same type of a miracle. You have to do the Ishtadlus, because obviously they didn't need the light, they didn't need anything about it, but yet they had to put oil in to make it look like something.
It has nothing to do with this.
Well, why would you put oil in the...
Because the Kodesh says you should light the menorah. That's why.
Right, so it's
It's not doing a there. You're actually lighting. You're creating the light.
But it's lasting. Right, we don't... Who needs the light? There's no...
No, it says if you put more, you have to have minimally that you burn throughout the nights. And the winter nights are long. So even it's always there's no isser. There's no isser baltos if you're not allowed to have it burn longer. It has nothing to do with the concept we're talking about.
Okay.
That you have to do the ishtadlus. Nothing. So here there's there's a Balaturim. Moshe Rabbeinu's name is not mentioned in is the only parsha that it's not mentioned in the Chumash Mos. Why is it not mentioned? Because by Chet Egel, what did Moshe say? When Hashem said He's going to destroy, He says, "Obliterate me from your sefer, erase me." So He says, "Luhiska Moshe b'zaseder ma'she'enke b'chol achumosh shemishoshenol Moshe in seder shlo huskabo." From the time Moshe was born, there's no parsha that He's not mentioned. V'atam mishum shom mechinyo m'sivcha shekosafto v'kilas chochem filatanai bo. And a kilas chochem, even though facts Hashem didn't destroy and Hashem didn't have to obliterate Moshe, but as the Gemara says, when a chochem gives a curse, even conditionally, it takes effect. Nischaim bo. No, he's explaining why.
So why this parsha?
Well, he didn't say Mecheni till next week. He means why even before? Okay, that's a good question. I mean, why did Hashem choose Tetzaveh? He didn't say he had Mecheni on Mesifroch. Vodezu aparshim there's Tachsise Kuna. Smear all the protocols of Kuna. Moshe Hoysa Kuna Gedola. Lotzes. Initially, Moshe was meant to be the Kohen Gadol. Alidei Shesirav Leitrim Shlich Samokim by the snare, because he was obstinate. He didn't want originally to do the shlichus. Not lemenu, he forfeited it. V'nidin l'kol Aaron. Kach lo nizkish Moshe parzub ne agmas nafsho, because it was agmas nefesh. He had tremendous angst because of this. Because of tzavo ben norach ein tomid tzavos b'nei Yisrael v'shneim nogim chol yom. Okay. Yeah. But again, what's the ilecho? The tzavik machio noshim tzivo. Rebbe's like lokas neo noshim yichoi lecho aval an inu tzorch lora. So this is a famous medrash. The yichoi lecho shem zayizoch, meaning it's for you, it's not for me. I don't need the light. Yichoi lecho. Lecho is not going on Moshe. Yichoi lecho is going on Klal Yisrael. He says aval ani inu tzorch lora. I don't need the light. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why the wicks faced inward to minimize the light. Because Hashem doesn't need the light. That's yichoi lecho. It's for you. I mean, you need the siyata d'shmaya. Klal Yisrael needs it. So over here, the Ramban learns what's yichoi lecho, that when they press the oil, they have to bring it to Moshe to evaluate, is it pure enough? When they take it, Moshe Rabbeinu is going to make the evaluation, is it pure enough? That's v'yichoi lecho. Shiviu the fun of Uyareno ibu zach v'kosus karoi. Is it sufficiently pure? Kach tzavos needs of yichei lecho. Okay. Over here, you got.
You can't say this, but you can't take Moshe's shortcomings, because Moshe had that experience by this man. So when he went to Aaron, so Aaron didn't give him his own discipline. I mean, you're talking about
Aaron was second best. He was the second best.
So Kain Gadol got position because the number two messed up. I can't say.
Number one messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moshe would have been the ultimate,
Right.
but who was the next best qualified? Aaron was the next best qualified.
So this whole parsha, Hashem is talking to Moshe. He's giving him instructions.
Well, the whole Torah of Hashem speaks to Moshe.
I know, but
So it's communicated to Moshe.
the whole thing.
Now over here, kosis. Aseisim hoyakosish b'machteshes. Kosis means it's pressed, squeezed. So the zeisim were pressed with machteshes. That's the modern pestle. Ve'eno tochen rechaim. So we said that. Where is it? There's right. There's another Balturim here. Kosis, Remes Tov Yut Tov Chof. Shonim. Hayanoig Hadlokas the menorah. How many years did the menorah burn? We had Bayis Rishon, Bayis Sheni. So Bayis Rishon stood how many years? 410. Bayis Sheni was 420. So that's kosis. That's this. For how many years are you going to have the menorah burning? Kosis is this period of time. What? No, I know, but he's telling Moshe Rabbeinu.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like that this past parsha, that the Abish is preparing materialistic things for us to have to use to bring ourselves closer to the Bnei Yisrael. Whereas before, we didn't need that. And now also, it seems like Chas V'Shalom, the Abish is distancing us from Klal Yisrael from him. And now you're not going to come straight to him anymore. Now, Yikvei Lecha, they'll take it to you. They'll come to you, and you in turn will come to me. No, think that?
There's I think there's an Chaim HaKodesh in this week's parsha that he brings. Yeah, it's here. That that we have there all we were redeemed from all the golus. We have the 4 exiles. We have Bovel, Modai, and Poras, and then we have Yovon, and then we have Edom. In the merit of Avram Avinu, we were redeemed for Bovel. In the merit of Yitzchak, we were redeemed for Modai and Poras. In the merit of Yaakov, it was Yovon. And the merit of Moshe Rabbeinu, ultimately it's going to be Edom. Except Moshe Rabbeinu it will not allow his chus to be used unless Klal Yisrael learn Torah L'Shmo. And that's kosis lamor. The oil represents Torah, and kosis means that people are willing to toil and sacrifice to the Torah. At what level? Kosis. Zoch. Hashem is zoch. And until it's pure, Moshe Rabbeinu is not going to allow his chus to be used. It's he brings the Zohar. He says, Digdig lo mazoch shetzrichen lasuk b'Torah l'shmo b'lishmorim shem l'kanter chas v'sholom or l'izgadil Elohim hashmorim. He says, Omar od kosis. Besides zoch the kosis, pirish shetzrichen lasuk b'Torah l'chaseis gufam l'kocham. They have to little kasis. They have to crush their physicality. Al derech omro zos haTorah odem ki yomas ba'oel. Parkosafti in Yitzeh v'chertzi. Yeah. There's other things. They're very, very basic things, very important things. Okay, let's go further. Ato hakri v'ilechos Aaron ochicho v'ezbonav ito. You should bring close to you as Aaron ochicho, Aaron your brother, okay? V'ezbonav ito, and as we always say, with bonav ito. Why are his children becoming kohanim? Because they're bonav. Ito means the secondary tim. They in their own right are not roy, they're not worthy to be kohanim. But because it's bonav ito, mitov v'yishul chanuli, to officiate for me. Then Torah says, Aaron, Nodov, Viu, Eloz Vishom in Aaron. Okay? So it says Aaron, so who are they? Who should Nodov says, so identify who they are. Nodov, Viu, Eloz Samar. Now, what does it have to include in Aaron? Seems to be superfluous, correct? Should say, Aaron, Nodov, Viu, Eloz Vishomar. So you have to say, because still you all know, how do I know they're his children? So again, the Torah says, B'nai Aaron. They're the sons of Aaron. Okay? Well, what about the next person? No, you have to say, well, let's see. I mean, when are they going to be installed to officiate? You don't anoint them to be kohanim until they're ready to actually to be activated. It's interesting. It's only once everything is ready to go, only then do you anoint them and do you install them to be kohanim. Well, maybe you should do. Why? If you had... No, it's going to function.
Because they already have.
In preparation, why not? Not that you need them before.
But they already
I mean, if you have the Shemna Mishcha ready, and the Big Day Kuna ready, even though they weren't, firstly, fine, when were they installed? They were installed on the 8th day,
But after
right? And until the 8th day, they weren't.
Mhm.
Every day would be dismantled, even though they were already anointed. They were anointed. They were anointed even the first day. It says Moshe officiated for 7 days, and the 8th day they were installed, but they already were anointed.
Mhm. So wouldn't the Aaron goes first and then his children?
Over here, the Baal Turim says, "Atakri lecho Aaron ochicha." Gimel Poma Aaron b'posuk. Aaron's name is mentioned 3 times in this posuk. Remez l'shloshu kohanim sheisharu. At the end of the day, there will only be 3 kohanim. There'll be Aaron, Eloz, and Somer. V'im Aaron, Eloz, Somer. So therefore, it says Aaron 3 times. V'gil Pom l'chano li. They should officiate for me. V'parsha connected by Rishon, by Sheni, losid. They're only to officiate in 3 contexts: by Rishon, by Sheni, and by Shlishi. Losid Lovo. They're going to officiate. Yeah.